Hello, bonjour, good morning, guten Tag. My name is Suzanne. Some people call me Sue, and in German, some people say Susanne, but the pronunciation is Suzanne. I call myself Sue, Blessed Sue, and my testimony tells you all about it. Here we go. So, I am the last born of a family of 10. So, I am child number one, and I was born in Cameroon. And yes, I grew up in a foster family after my parent decided that I wouldn't grow up in the village because they were getting old. And yeah, so I did all my schooling in town in Yaoundé until the age of 18, 19, after registration at the university, and later on traveling abroad to Germany. Yes, my story is a very peculiar one. I've gone through a lot. I've gone through abuse in my childhood. I felt like a neglected child at times, emotionally broken, and I didn't have anyone to confide into in my young years. So when I grew up, I also faced a lot of struggles, and I'm here to talk about it. And this is the person that I have become, and to tell someone that you can give up. And the hashtag on my profile on my page on Instagram is "Your story isn't over yet," because there's always hope at the end of the tunnel. So I'm here. I'm 42. I have a teenage daughter, so she's 13. I'm going to speak up because I see myself in the skin of a shadow child. That means a child that wasn't seen and that had to take responsibility very soon, a child that couldn't speak up, a child that was often intimidated, a child that experienced mutism, a child that experienced loneliness, a child that experienced despair and failure, a child that felt alone, abandoned, that felt like an orphan, even if I had my parent and a big family. And I also felt like that throughout my teenage years. And I struggle a lot with loneliness and other things. I went through it alone. It was an inner battle. So when I grew up, I realized that I had a lot of healing to do, which wasn't possible because there was nobody there who could help me understand why I first had to go through what I had to go through. And it was a battle on my own until I decided to travel back to my childhood and start to write down my story. And yes, I invite you to discover me here on my channel. I'm going to talk about issues that we can experience as a teenager, mental health, emotional health, and how it can damage you, in your adult life if you don't go through counseling or professional healing or faith journey, gratitude journey. This is the journey that I have taken. I'm here to give back to someone. This is why my page is called Motivational by Blessed Sue, because I consider myself a survivor. So let us sum up a little bit. So I was born and I almost died at birth because my mom was in the coma. I'm the last born of a family, the 10th child, the last child. I didn't grow up with my parent from age 6, yes, growing up. And I grew up in a foster family, and I had to change like 4 times homes. Later, I didn't have friends. I didn't have friends at all. I went to university. I relocated to Germany, and then I started with my studies, but I have to quit. Ended up doing a professional degree as a licensed educator. I had several relationships. I had a relationship where I kept on looking for love in wrong places. I ended up brokenhearted. I ended up having panic attacks. I ended up fighting for my life. I ended up wanting to die. I ended up losing hope in everything, questioning God. I ended up hating myself. I ended up almost hating my family. And yes, so I also became pregnant. I had to live 2 years without my daughter. I spent like 10 years in court on custody issues. I became a single mother. I had to deal with different issues. It was a cycle of broken relationships, and I ended up, like a mess. I felt like I was a mess, and until faith, my relationship with God, the encounter that I had with Him, let me know that I am a blessed mess. Even if it was a mess, I am a blessed person. Brings me to the point where I'm saying that my name is blessed. Blessed still, because I didn't know I would survive, but I'm here today, and I want to share my story to encourage you. I didn't know I would open up like this, but I am a work in progress, and I'm really happy to be where I am now, and I'm feeling relieved. I am a happy mother. I am a happy adult. I am still on my journey to heal. I have forgiven, and I have learned to learn myself as a person, as a Christian, as an African, as an individual. I have learned to love my talents, my gift, the gifts that God gave me, and I'm here to use them to help others, because I'm a survivor, and you are also a survivor. I will not edit this part. English is not my first language, but I want to reach as much people as possible out there. This is why I'm forcing myself to speak English, for everyone to understand. There will be a French and a German edition too, So this is the beginning. Thank you. So if you want to know more, stay tuned here on my page. I'll be posting more. This is my liberation journey. Stay blessed. Bye bye.